What's up, guys? So the next battle we've got today is against Shane. Now, this is one of the closest battles I've had in a while. This one came down to the wire, and I seriously thought I was going to lose. So his team is pretty good. I'm running a pretty dodgy team. I got the Choice Scarfed Infernape, the Assault Vest Conkeldurr, Mega Venusaur, defensive Zapdos, defensive Tyrantrum, and a special attacking Manaphy. He's got a physically offensive Crawdaunt, a Charizard Y, I believe. I can't remember. Special attacking Nidoking, physically defensive Cresselia, Specs Latios, and Choice Scarfed Infernape. So let's see how this one goes. This is one of the closer battles that I've had in a while. So my team really had to work to get this win. So he's going to. I'm going to leave off my Infernape because I know this thing is a threat, and he's going to leave off with his Infernape. So I immediately said, you know what? If that thing is sashed, I don't want to lose my Infernape first turn, so I'm just going to U-turn out. So the next time if I need to, I can come in and close combat thing out of here. So I'm just going to go into my safe switch, which is my Zapdos. And it turns out to be a great play because he is going to go straight for that close combat. And my physically defensive Zapdos is going to eat this up completely, and that Infernape's going to get a nice drop. Now, I figured that the Electric Thunderbolt move was way too obvious on this turn, and I really wanted to switch out, but I didn't want to take any unnecessary hits to the rest of my team. So he's going to switch out his Infernape, and he's going to go into Nidoking, because Nidoking can easily take a Thunderbolt, and I'm just going to switch to the Heat Wave, predicting this, and get off about 45% on this thing. Now, I don't want to take an unnecessary Ice Beam to the face, so I'm going to have to go back into a Pokemon that can take an Ice Beam hit. And so I think, okay, looking at my team, who can take an Ice Beam hit? My Manaphy, because it's a Water type. So in comes this beautiful little Manaphy, and yep, he goes for the Ice Beam. And with sheer force, this thing is a hell of a lot of power, but my Manaphy is a hell of a lot strong. So Manaphy is just going to go straight for the Surf. Manaphy doesn't need to play around against these kind of threats, so get out, Nidoking. My dog might be trying to get in, but I keep her outside now because she barks all the time, and it used to be annoying in my showdown streams. Anyway, so Manaphy gets rid of another stupid foe. Out comes Latios. Manaphy doesn't have to deal with Latios right now. I've got Latios counters, like my Conkeldurr. Figured Conkeldurr could easily take an Energy Ball if that's what it was going to throw at it, but it goes for a T-Bolt. Again, Conkeldurr can take these for days. And I was really hoping for a Paralysis, because if that happened, then Conkeldurr could just come right back with a knockoff. Goes out to Cresselia, which was a very interesting switch. I just go for the knockoff. And that's going to do a clean about 55%, I'd say. Cresselia goes for Psycho Cut, though. This surprised the shit out of me that went for Psycho Cut. I decided to go for another knockoff, hoping for a kill, but it's not going to do enough. And I really, this time, wanted to knock off again or just go for a Mark Punch, but I knew neither was going to do anything, so I wanted to go to my Zapdos, predicting the Moonlight. And luckily for me, that is exactly what this Cresselia does. So Moonlight is kind of like Synthesis and all that stuff, that it heals 50% of the HP. However, when it's in a Sandstorm, it doesn't actually heal that much. I realized that the other day. I was using Synthesis in a Sandstorm, and it only did 25% health. So I'm going to go for a T-Bolt, because I figured this Cresselia is physically defensive, judging on the hits that it took. But no, this Cresselia turns out to be specially defensive, which makes me question why my Conkeldurr did so shit against it. But, you know, shit happens. So I realized that Zapdos is really not going to be able to do anything to this Cresselia, because it can just go for another Moonlight, and then I'm under pressure. But I don't know what to switch into. I don't want to go into my Conkeldurr and have it just die again. So I decided to go into my Manaphy, because I figured my Manaphy can take whatever hit this Cresselia wants to go for. I figured maybe it'll want to go for an Ice Beam. Goes for a Moonlight, and I figure, you know what? This is my perfect opportunity to go for a Tail Glow. Because after a Tail Glow, good luck trying to take out this Manaphy with anything that's slower than it. Okay, so Cresselia gets the Toxic off, and I was like, fucking hell, Shane, really? You're going to poison two of my Pokemon? I don't have my Heal Bella on the team. So it's really frustrating. But I know now, Manaphy has got the power. And this Stab Surf, I don't care how specially defensive you are, Cresselia, you're just gone. Its HP just evaporated. So Cresselia's out of there, and I was like, yes, Manaphy. So Manaphy's taken 2 souls already. Manaphy's putting in work, but I know Manaphy's probably going to die soon. So I need to think about what Pokemon I really wanted to attack. So he's going to go into Charizard Y, and I was like, well, okay, surely After a tail glow, I still outspeed the Zard because its initial speed is 100 and Manaphy's initial speed is about the same. I think it's a little bit faster, so I figured it was a speed tie. And so I'm able to get the Ice Beam off first. This is +3 Ice Beam, and the Zard lives. I'm pretty sure Surf would have killed, but instead he goes for the Solar Beam. I was just trying to play it safe, which is my fault. I shouldn't have done that, so this Solar Beam is going to rape Manaphy's soul, and I'm going to die here. But his Charizard is weak enough that just a Choice Scarf could come in and kill it. Said like Infernape. So Infernape can come in and just go for like a Thunder Punch, and that would kill. But he's not going to take that risk. He's going to go back out to his Latios. And I say, well, just great. I'm going to go for close combat because I figure, just get some damage off. And it does like 40%. I'm not going to stay in and take like another 40% off to lose my Infernape. That's just stupid. I'm going to try and go out to a Pokemon that can take these hits. So I'm going to go back to Conkeldurr to try and put a bit of pressure on this Latios. But it turns out this Psychic is going to be just a little bit too strong, even with the Assault Vest, and Conkeldurr's going to die. But Conkeldurr at that stage was basically just death fodder anyway. So I'm going to go back into Infernape now. And the reason is because I'm going to go for the U-turn, which I know is super effective, and that's going to kill it for Latios. And I was like, yes, awesome. So down goes Latios, another huge problem out of the way. And now I'm pretty sure he's still got that Charizard, which is on its last legs. And he's got some other stuff. So I'm going to go into Tyrantrum, because I want to get Rocks up. I figure if I can get my Tyrantrum to get Rocks up, then that basically just ruins his day. So he's going to bring in his Infernape to go for a close combat. And my Tyrantrum is super physically defensive. Impish nature. You're not killing me that easily, bro. I'm going to go for an Earthquake instead of the Stealth Rocks, because I knew he'd go for a close combat, and I'm going to be able to kill his Infernape. Because I realized that my Infernape can easily one-on-one kill that Charizard. I know that for a fact, so I decided to just eliminate the Infernape threat that he had before he had a chance to switch. So he's going to go into his Crawdaunt, and I was like, well shit, Crawdaunt. So he's going to go for an Aqua Jet, and I was like, yeah, it's probably going to kill. I went for a Stealth Rock just in case it didn't kill, but I was like, yeah, it's going to kill. And I was scared of going into my Infernape now, because I knew that he had the Aqua Jet, and that could OHKO me. So I decided to go into Zapdos, which is probably the easier choice, and I'm just going to go straight for a T-Bolt thinking, yep, this Crawdaunt's dead. But no, this Crawdaunt has a Focus Sash, and I was like, are you kidding me? So it's going to be able to Dragon Dance. And this is where shit got scary. I was worried, because, you know, even though my Zapdos is at almost maximum HP right now, and it is full HP and almost full defense, this Crawdaunt still scared the living shit out of me. And for good reason, because I forgot about Knockoff, which is going to OHKO me. I mean, I don't know if the crit mattered, but I'm dead anyway. So basically, all I need to do though to be able to beat this thing is just get out my Venusaur, and Venusaur is going to put some mad pressure on this Crawdaunt now, because the Knockoff ain't going to kill me, because I'm holding an item so it doesn't get the extra boost. And so he can knock me off, but that's going to do about half to me because I'm a Mega Venusaur, and I'm just going to be able to Giga Drain him for the rest, and he's dead. So basically, all that's left now in his team is that Charizard, and I've got this Venusaur and my Infernape. So at this stage, I was pretty confident I could win, because the Charizard can kill me, or can kill the Venusaur, but then I'm going to be faster thanks to my Infernape being Choice Scarfed, and that's going to be game from there. So I let Venusaur die here, but it turns out that he almost survived thanks to that Thick Fat, but the sun basically boosted it to the point of killing. So I'm going to go into Infernape. This is going to be the last turn of the battle because I'm Choice Scarfed, so I can go straight in for a Thunder Punch, and that is going to be, I'm pretty sure, a 1-0 win. So, good battle, Shane. It was quite a close battle. I think we had a rematch after that, but it wasn't as good. So that was a 1-0 win. I was pretty stoked with how that result happened, but he was a very good battler. So, Verdugo29 signing out.